Welcome to the Ugly Truth. Happy Mother's Day. Okay, so Stephanie is at home. Stephanie's at home with her child. And when she returns, she will explain to us all about his emergency surgery on his little wing and why she's not with us today. But yes, so there was some medical emergencies that occurred. And it's Mother's Day, so I thought, oh, how exciting for the audience to listen to all of my spawn talk about how great I am today.
For just sound like tadpoles.
For a few minutes. Well, I could have called you crotch goblins. I could have called you spawn. I can call you whatever you would like.
To be fair, the Mother's Day card was from her spawn.
There you go. Okay, so to introduce, we have Tyler, who has been on the show many times, according to my other children, too many times.
Too many times.
Unfairly.
Right. There's
unfairly.
Tyler.
How is that unfairly?
It is not equal. It is not equal. Therefore, it is unfair.
And then we have MacKenzie here, Chef MacKenzie, our pastry chef resident. And then for the first time, making her remarkable debut, the baby of the family, our princess, Malia.
Better late than never.
Yes. So now we have Malia, MacKenzie, and Tyler all in the house, celebrating with a little champagne, a little brunch, lots of accolades, talks of death and destruction, as usual. Wouldn't be any different. I would have it no other way.
And for anyone who's new coming to the show, if you're not familiar with the family dinners that happen, or the family brunches in this case, we always time when death comes up in conversation.
Dad brought it up this time.
Yeah, Dad brought it up this time, which is surprising because he usually is the one who's like the referee of these gatherings.
But I did take it to a nice level of dark that we haven't been to before, which was nice, I thought. I thought it was a nice little extra added touch.
We have entered the true crime segment of our lives, apparently.
You know what? If we start adding true crime stories to our family dinners, I would be pleased. But they have to be old. I don't want any surviving relatives around. They have to be like 1800s, like Jack the Ripper.
We're not trying to get canceled.
Well, it's not even that. I just don't want someone's mother hearing me talk about their poor child. I want it to be very, very old.
That would be an interesting topic of conversation rather than who's gonna die first,
who's inheriting what, who's gonna live in the house.
Yeah. It always comes back to that. I don't understand how we have such macabre situations.
It's because we were raised anxious.
We're a trauma-based fam.
No, I wouldn't say that at all.
I would absolutely say that.
Mentally ill children and mother. Equal. Hey, this is the people that are this traumatized or this mentally ill. These are the successful, funny people in the world. You need us. You want us at your party.
The red people.
All right, Malia. So this is your first visit.
Yes.
What do you do for a living right now currently?
I work at Sephora.
I
do makeup.
But you're also a licensed esthetician.
Yeah.
Let's not act like that's nothing. That is a big deal.
I mean, I don't do a lot of esthetician things at the moment, but yes.
Well, you will eventually. But you know, the pleasant part for me has been watching you work with the public.
Oh, yes.
That's been a delight.
Yes.
Would MacKenzie do well if she opened a patisserie in your mall?
I think so.
Malia.
What?
I'm sorry. I meant MacKenzie.
Okay.
See, this is what happens. What do you think
this
about
is
opening?
Middle child problems. You don't even know my name.
That is not true. I was staring at her. I was staring at her.
You know, I was here just a couple of weeks ago, and in front of Ken, I got Stephanie, I got Paula, I got Malia.
I even called you Baxter once.
When we were kids, I have distinct memories of being called Annie or Jessie.
Yeah.
No, I think a bakery would do really well over
That's
there.
a deep pull. That's a
No.
deep
Yeah,
pull.
Annie's
There's
a
no
deep-
trauma in this family.
None, not at all.
I had a very traumatizing dream the other day where I was back at Mondin and I was like a child, and you and I had a very great conversation, Tyler, in my dream. We did. It was the best kind of dream where I wake up in tears. So, but no trauma in this family.
No trauma in this
No
family.
trauma in this
Did
family.
you add it to your list of cries for the year?
You know, I got a little off track on my keeping track of how often I've cried this year. I was like at like 60-something cries for the year to date, and
You're keeping track of it?
I was.
Why are you keeping track of it?
Because I saw someone do it on TikTok, and she was only at like 100 cries for her entire 12-month year, and I was just like, oh, I can top that.
This is insane. insane.
So
this
I
is
was
insane talk.
I was at
No wonder
60
why
cries
Mom
in March.
called you Malia.
No wonder. But no, I was at like 60-something cries in March, and then March was just full of mentee bees. And once you're
What
crying,
does that mean? I don't even know
mental
what that...
breakdowns.
Oh.
Mentee bees, mental breakdowns. And
What does
once
that even mean?
Well,
Like,
once I
wait.
spent a week where every day I was crying for like 3 hours after work in bed. But I'm
Well,
still
yeah,
so
I mean,
productive.
yeah,
I cry
well,
all the
you know
time,
what?
but I'm productive. It's an
Well,
art.
you know what? That tracks because of the industry that you work in. She works in the food service industry. And
She's a pastry chef, Tyler. She's an accomplished
pastries aren't food?
world-trained
Pastries aren't food?
pastry chef. French-trained pastry chef. She's
further-
in the
I
food
wasn't
industry. She
disparaging-
doesn't
I
work
wasn't
at McDonald's.
To
I
further, she
wasn't
works at a
disparaging.
high-end hotel
She
and
works
makes
at
all
a-
of the bread.
a
But yeah,
stunning-
she works in the food industry.
But she's in the
I'm in the food industry.
along with the Dave's Hot Chickens of the world. He's
Absolutely. You know what? All the respect to all of the line cooks who are working Mother's Day brunch today. Oh
my God, I'm
peace
so
in the
sorry for
chat.
you. So
Sorry
sorry.
for that.
This is like their D-Day for them.
It really is.
Brutal.
Mother's Day brunch keeps line cooks awake at night. It is the day we all
Word.
dread. It's really
Although,
a rough
you know what's
day.
taken over, I think, in my opinion, and I get a lot of shit for this, and I do not care, Olive Garden. Please don't take your mother to the Olive Garden. Please.
When I think of the Olive Garden, I think of people who don't know how to research a good restaurant.
There's
That's
good
all you
restaurants.
think about when you think about Olive Garden.
There's good restaurants that are in that price range, is my point. You don't have to go to the Olive Garden for
course
a
there is,
nice
but
meal.
when
Red
people-
Lobster's even a step up, to be fair.
I get in this argument all the time with people, and I live out in Napa, so my idea of a nice restaurant is a little bit skewed.
bougie.
It's very bougie out there, but I get into this conversation with some of my friends a lot where we talk about like, oh, you're going on a first date, like, are you going to a nice restaurant? And then he'll be like, yeah, the Cheesecake Factory. And I'm just like, if it's a chain restaurant, it's not a nice restaurant. Like, you can go there. There's definitely, they're family friendly. There's always an occasion to go to the Olive Garden, but it's not a nice restaurant.
I have something to admit to you, children, that I never thought I would say. Your father and I had Chili's for dinner last night.
Ew.
I know.
Seconded.
You had Chili's last night, too?
No, seconded to Malia's.
Oh.
Wait, you sat down?
No, we ordered it.
It was sat down.
No, we did not go inside a Chili's. We ordered it.
Shame.
DoorDash it.
We ordered it in shame, legit. And Dad went and ordered it at we picked it up at like 9:30 at night. It was very covert.
What was the reason?
Nothing's open, and we didn't want McDonald's or anything like that. We wanted something a little like a level up. But I said, my mind has been changed on Chili's for one reason only. David Spade, the comedian, swears by Chili's, and he's not joking about it. He said, I can go to any Chili's in this country, and I'll get exceptional margaritas, I'll get a decent burger, and the service is fantastic. And I'm like, you know what? Facts. And so I said, I know this is going to sound ridiculous, but let's try Chili's burgers. And so we got burger. They're humongous. The amount of food you get is unbelievable. I didn't even eat half of my burger. It was so big. So I'm just saying, in a pinch, Chili's ain't that bad.
For myself, like if I'm in a pinch, I'm always gonna.
You DoorDash everything.
I do not. I do it like
Literally, Noodles and Company came to our house less than 24 hours
Well,
ago.
thank you for segueing into my point. Is like, yes, I DoorDash Noodles and Company when.
Do you have Dash Pass?
I'm not gonna.
Okay, then
I'm
you're
not gonna-
wasting your money on DoorDash. I've
I'm
saved
not.
so much money when I
If
had
you
Dash
DoorDash
Pass.
more than once a week, you need Dash Pass.
What do you DoorDash?
I don't DoorDash anymore, but I did DoorDash 7-Eleven candy and contact solution yesterday because
Oh my!
I didn't have.
Don't give me the business.
I
about
haven't DoorDashed
DoorDashing.
since like January before that. Sorry, I needed to moisten my eyes.
She had to moisten her taste buds and her O-hose.
So I DoorDash at least like once every other week, maybe once a week.
I feel like that's
That is a lie.
That is not a lie. That is not.
That is a lie.
I think last time I was here, Mom said that you DoorDashed. I think it was McDonald's at
did?
like 8 in the morning.
Yeah, and you know what pissed me off
Oh,
about
I
that?
heard about that.
Yeah.
It became family fodder because he didn't even ask if I would want an egg McMuffin.
Yeah.
Nothing. He
Or
just
a hash
showed
brown?
up. Nothing. Not even a hash brown
for your mother.
You know what? I already took that in stride. I bared that weight of shame. It was something I should not have done. I should have asked her because it was early in the morning. Hungry.
No love for his own mother who spawned him out of her.
You sound like Pete
loins.
Right now. God damn it.
Okay,
This
so
is Tyler's apology note on Twitter.
Tyler wanted to go around the table. What did you want to do
when we were to talk about our appreciation for you?
All right.
The matriarch of our family.
I will receive.
I mean, this is a comedy podcast, so like, I don't want to get all sentimental and everything. And I feel like this should have been a private matter, but here we are now.
I hold no secrets with my tens of listeners. Okay,
You're tens of listeners. You have more listeners than me. Are you kidding me?
Malia, we'll start with the baby first.
Hi.
You've been here least, so you might as well. You get to begin. You can show your appreciation to me in any way you see fit.
I have a serious answer and a joke answer.
I'll take both.
I'll start with the serious answer. My serious answer is that when I'm at work, a lot of the people I deal with are like moms. And I'll tell them, I'm like, yeah, my parents were always super supportive. And I tell them about how, like, I mean, not that you don't bond with everyone else, but how you and I bonded over skincare and makeup when I started really getting into it.
Of course,
and
we did.
So I very much appreciate all of the support of me dropping out of college because it was stupid. And
it was a good call for you.
Yeah, and then my joke answer was that I like that I can send you really morbid TikToks.
Oh yeah, so
and
great.
You think they're hilarious. Always.
Did I send you? Okay, this is how unhinged my TikTok for you page is. I found this came to me, a little person historian.
Was it the one where someone kidnapped like a ton of them?
Peter the Great in Russia was obsessed with little people, and he collected them like American Girl dolls. And he was a very tall man. And so when they made his bronze statue, he had a little person bronze next to him, so he looked even taller.
That's crazy.
Brilliant. All right.
Well,
MacKenzie?
not funny, haha, but funny.
Yes.
It's my turn.
Yes, middle child, please.
A middle child. But your eldest daughter. So I do bear that weight. I very much have the eldest daughter trope. That is all over my TikTok For You page.
Yeah, basically you turned out the way I would if I had healthy parents.
Which that's a great thing that you did exactly what you were meant to do. Not to echo Malia, but you are an incredibly supportive parent. Also, when I dropped out of college and then pursued other avenues, which I think was also the right choice for me.
It was a brilliant choice for you.
And then not to be narcissistic or anything, but I will say I am extraordinarily grateful that I am your carbon copy duplicate.
Word.
Because I look just like you.
You do.
And I get constant compliments on how good looking I am. And I'm
like,
oh, thank you. I look just like my mom.
You'll never be single in your life unless you
never
choose
have.
to. Honestly, there's not one person in this room.
It's vain.
Vain. You know what? That's
it's not
fine.
vanity. You know what? It's the truth. First of all. Second of all, I have told all three of you this, and I maintain it. And I would say that to anybody who has inner confidence. It's not even about classic beauty or whatever. Confidence is also very attractive. Is that you will never be single ever unless you choose to do so. Confidence is
never
key.
Wanted for company.
Me neither. But you'll always find it when you don't want it, and then they're great.
You know, since it's Mother's Day, one of the best pieces of advice that you gave me when I was young, I think I was probably 16 or 17 when you told me this.
Get on the pill?
No. No, I was 16 or 17, and you told me I was concerned about my weight, and you told me, you was like, you know what, MacKenzie? I've been bigger than you are, and I've never had a man turn me down when he sees me naked.
Accurate.
And I have held that. I have never had a man turn me down after seeing me naked to date.
Nope, they won the lottery.
Period.
If they get to see a naked person that wants to do stuff with them, they're happy. They're thrilled. I digress. Tyler, please praise me now.
All right. I didn't know we were going to record this, but like I've been thinking about what I was going to say to you like all week. It's like an existential sort of thing when you think about a mother that raised you at such a young age. I couldn't even imagine like the trial and tribulations that you had to go through. And so it's hard to quantify how I appreciate the bravery and like the respect and like the love I have for you is like essentially I would go into gunfire for you.
Malia, would you go into gunfire for me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. I would literally, not to cut you off, but
Look.
I want to mention that there's only one way that I would give up my freedom, and that's if someone messed with one of you. I would literally give up everything for
Jail.
you. Yeah, 100%.
Anyways.
Do you have a
So
jokey
death-
Smurf one time?
Death with all.
Anyways, yeah, I always have you in mind.
Oh, well, thank you, son. Thank you for making it very serious. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, all right. Well, to lighten the mood a little bit more.
I didn't know I darkened the mood.
You always darken the mood.
Yeah, that's sort of your whole thing.
That's your
That's your
spiel.
You're the artist of the family.
You're all artists, actually.
No, you are the artist out of the siblings at the very least. Like, we are all autistic, or all artistic to
Both.
a point.
Both. We're both.
Por qué no los dos? But Tyler is definitely like the tortured poet, if you will, of our.
Taylor would have had a field day with him. He's the chairman.
Absolutely.
100%.
No, he is so much the artist of the sibling group that the rest of us kind of look like posers.
How dare you say that in front of me? The paintings that I have gifted you.
I still have all of them. In fact, my spoon rest is something that you made for me in high school ceramics.
Yeah, so
The
everybody's an
shark.
artist here.
Yeah.
What is this show? What are we doing here?
I would like to slightly take over because I want to share some of my favorite quotes from Mom.
Oh, that's right.
in
Well, let's
my-
preface this by
my quote
saying,
page.
Oh yeah.
Malia, how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing it since before my freshman year, so it's been almost 9 years.
So for almost a decade, Malia has been keeping track of all of the family quotes that she finds notable.
Just anyone, honestly. Anything that makes me laugh, I write it down if it's like genuinely funny.
Yes.
So the older they are, the less actually funny they are.
We've improved with age. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, we have. Well, I used to write down everything that made me
okay.
laugh. Now it has to be like, it really has to hit me in my
All
funny
right.
bone.
Do tell.
Okay. At dinner, I don't remember what this was, but Mom just said the world is going to hell in a handbasket. Her talking to Dad, she said, were you trying to fight me? I'll beat you up, old man.
I did say that. I remember that.
Let's see.
I've told him that a couple of times. I'm like, I'll take you out. I will kill you.
Take you out.
Just the other day, I said that to him. I said, I could take you out today. He's like, I know.
Oh, you were talking about your silver collection. You were like, this is silver. And Tyler said, oh, that's why it burns.
I remember that, actually. That's funny.
That's another really good one.
I love our family dinners. They're so fun. And what's great is I've noticed, too, when you guys bring these strays. Oh, what? Go.
This is when we were in Disneyland. It was you, me, Dad, and we were in California Adventures after Nationals my freshman year. And you said, what if I lost my hand and only had a nub? Would you still hold my nub? Dad said, of course. You said, what if I still had my wrist bone and I could move it? Would it gross you out if I wiggled it in your hand? He said, you can't suck Cheeto dust, Kenzie.
Were you trying to snort it or something?
No, I can't imagine.
I can.
Kenzie said, why did you almost attack a meth head? Mom said, because she was being a bitch.
That tracks. That tracks.
That does
sounds
track.
like Mom.
I always choose violence if I can.
Like Mom.
It's true. Someday I'm going to choose violence and it's going to go poorly.
No, you're
Because I'm going to break a hip or something because I'll be like 90.
They're not going to show you their ass for free. That's not how hoes work.
I said that?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's true. That's true.
Tyler says that is true.
Dad said, if you're looking for a rosé or a white, they're all in there. Mom said, I married white. I'm done looking.
God, I am so good. I'm so good.
Okay.
What, you don't want to get a tattoo with your mom? Is that gay? You said that to Tyler.
Tyler will not do family tattoos.
Yeah, what's
not.
up with that?
Why?
I will not get a family tattoo because I don't agree with it. I think tattoos are it's an individual thing.
Says Tyler with Michael Myers on his arm.
Malia and I
that
individually
even mean?
have matching tattoos.
I want a matching tattoo with someone in this family.
I have a matching tattoo with 2 friends and also Kenzie.
I have a matching tattoo. I have 2 matching tattoos with Alyssa, and then 1 matching tattoo with you.
You're counting Squidward?
I am counting the Squidward ghost.
All right.
It is not a ghost of Squidward from SpongeBob. It is a poorly done tattoo of a ghost who has lines that make it look like he has a Squidward nose, to clarify.
Patrick.
I found another one. Mom said this to Kenzie's fiance, Ken. She said, Ken, did you poop your pants in the car? Because we were having a discussion about pooping your pants in the car for some reason. And Ken admitted to it. It was at dinner.
Ken pooped his pants in the car?
He, not with me, but
You're putting this on air?
I am putting it on air. He talks about it from time to time in mixed company. He had an upset stomach. He was driving up to Wairika, where he was living at the time, and it was a pretty far distance from where he was to where he was going, and there was nowhere to stop. So he made the very brave choice
to just do it?
To just shit his pants.
Tyler, you shit your pants, Tyler.
I'm sorry. Are you asking if I have made my sand in my pants?
Yes.
You have. Yes, I have.
Malia, have you ever pooped in your pants?
When I was a baby.
Yeah, I've never pooped in my pants as an adult.
She's too embarrassed to admit it.
I would never do that.
What are you going to do when you're on a highway and you can't pull over?
You're bold to think I drink enough water for me to have that issue.
I've shit in a plastic bag before.
And that's on you.
You pooped in a plastic bag?
I'm a lady.
I had to. Like, what was
I'm a lady.
What was I going to do?
MacKenzie, have you ever pooped your pants?
I have never pooped my pants. I have, however, made the choice to piss my pants out of my desire to be comfortable.
I have accidentally wet my pants running when I was late for a connecting flight.
Oh.
In fact, it was so bad because it was a really long flight. I was leaving Texas. I landed in Arizona, and it was late because of weather. And so the lady goes, the plane is waiting for you because you're the last flight out, and it's all stewardess. It's only flight attendants that are on the plane besides you. So they're waiting for you. And I said, okay. But they're like, but you got to run. And if you've ever flown through Arizona's airport, it's like a giant flower. And my pedal was on the other side of the flower. So I had to run. And I'm running halfway there. And first of all, I don't run, for starters. I'm not a fan of running. I see them. They're like, come on. I'm like, I'm coming. And so I'm running. And I'm like, I got to pee so bad because I couldn't get up. I was in the middle seat. Some drunk guy was sleeping on me. So I couldn't get up. And so I just started peeing my pants. I'm like, well, I guess I'm just going to have wet pants the whole time because I have no choice. Well, I got on the plane, sat down in wet pants. And then I said, hey, once everything was done, I went to the bathroom, threw away my underwear, and felt much better because my jeans weren't wet. Yeah. So thank God.
You could not waterboard any of this information out of me, just so you know. I have never had any incidents like this.
I know you have. You just don't want to admit it. It's okay.
I promise you.
Malia, you are a youth. Your bladder is still working fine. You have no issue jumping up and down or doing squats or sneezing.
The only time that I have even come close to peeing my pants is because I was doing something and I refused to step away because if I stepped away, I wouldn't continue. And then I had to sprint to the bathroom and I almost peed my pants. Well, there you go. Yeah. That's the only time. And I still didn't actually do it.
All right. Anyway, with that being said, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for flowers today, the amazing brunch, Malia's fruit salad, Tyler's scrambled eggs, MacKenzie's quiche, and of course the carrot cake. Cupcakes were full of carrots this time.
Doubled the carrots almost.
Yes, they were delish.
They look great.
Yeah, they're very tasty. So anyway, I know that Mother's Day is not an easy holiday for a lot of people, but doesn't matter. Have a great Sunday anyway. Enjoy it.
But we actually don't care. So.
No, I do care. Mothers are a confusing, difficult conundrum of a thing. Whether you have one, whether you've lost one, whether you don't speak to yours, doesn't matter. If you don't know whose yours is, if you want to be one, if you don't want to be one, all good in my opinion. It's fine. It's fine. Mothers are a conundrum. They're an enigma. It's a very strange thing. You can love Mother Earth if you want. That's fine. Go out. Go for a walk. That's good. Celebrate Mother Earth. It's great. But I love you guys. Thanks for making me a mother.
Love you.
Love y'all. Thanks for listening, everybody. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.